Live and direct from the Hilltop Gymnasium in Mount Carmel, Illinois at the Mount Carmel High School Gymnasium. It's exciting Edwards County Lady Lions volleyball action. Good evening, everybody. I'm Dave Rigg alongside Troy Rigg. We're getting ready to bring you the championship game of the Mount Carmel Class 2A girls volleyball regional tournament. It'll match our Edwards County Lions against the Carmi White County Lady Bulldogs. Troy, this team we're facing here tonight, we have defeated twice earlier this season, and going with that assumption, the Lions should be favored here tonight, but as I've often said, it depends on what Lions team shows up here tonight.
Dave, based on their previous matchups, their first time they played each other on our floor, Edwards County took them in 2 straight sets. When we traveled to Carmi took the first set, looked very good, and I thought they were going to win the game. But then they came out absolutely flat in the second set. Edwards County took them easily, and they looked, to be kind, Carmi looked even worse in the third set than they did in the second. Edwards County came away with a 3-set victory. Now, based on how these two teams played on Tuesday, if Edwards County plays up to their capabilities, they can win this game. If Carmi plays like they did on Tuesday, this contest should be even closer than what you might expect.
Well, it would seem that the Carmi White County fans don't have much confidence in their team because their attendance for tonight's, they're on the north side of the gym here, and not many fans over there, but several Edwards County fans have made the trip over here to back the Lady Lions in their regional championship. Lady Lions have racked off several regional championships here in a row, and they'll be trying to defend that regional championship again here tonight against these Carmi White County Lady Bulldogs. Our webcast comes your way through the courtesy of our webcast boosters. Troy's going to check some of their names for you right now.
And they include Janice Shaw of Janice's Beauty Shop in Albion, offering the complete line of beauty shop services for women, and she also cuts hair for men. Call Janice for an appointment at 445-2436. Jim and Nyla McKenzie, they are Coach Hnetkovsky's parents. Broster Enterprises Incorporated, that's David and Amy Broster, the parents of Kate Broster. George and Shirley Tribe, Myrna Mason, Dr. Chris Ballard and his wife Jerry, Burton and Donna Hawking, Eddie and Joyce Miller, Billy and Tanya Potts, they are the parents of Shayla Potts, Emma Campbell Smith, Kenton Sue Nail of Nail's Funeral Home in Albion and Fairfield, Shad, Mara Lee, Lindsay, and Seth McKenzie, Kelly Broster, she is the proud mother of number 9, Kate Broster. The Merbarger family, that's Lonnie, Valerie, Sadie, and Hallie, United Mutual Insurance Company at 14 North 4th Street in Albion. When you need insurance, call Rick Etheridge, and Citizens National Bank in Albion.
Well, as you see there on your screen, the Lady Lions now are going out there for some of their pregame exercises. Coach Hnetkovsky there feeding the ball to be set up by Broster for the girls to take their shots at the net there. So they go through these warm-up exercises prior to each match. And Troy, the Lady Lions here tonight coming in with a record of 31 wins against only 5 losses. And Carmi's record, if I remember correctly, is 16-9 on the season. Don't quote me on that, but I think that's accurate. And as you said, it could be a very good match here tonight if Carmi plays up to their potential and Edwards County does not play their top volleyball here tonight. I firmly believe this Edwards County Lady Lions volleyball team has the talent good enough, if things go right, to make it all the way to the state finals. But it's going to depend on who we run into along the way. There are some good teams that the Lions will have to beat to get to normal for the championships in early next month. But we're not going to worry about that. Tonight we're going to worry about the first step out of this regional tournament. And if the Lions win, then they will play Monday night at Robinson in the Robinson sectional against the winner of the Kansas and Altamont match that's being played tonight at at Kansas. So also of interest to our part of the bracket, the Fairfield Mules, our Lady Mules that is, are tangling with the Newton Lady Eagles tonight at Fairfield in that regional championship. And at Kansas, as I said, it's Kansas against Alldredge for the regional championship there. Another regional championship being played tonight, which will be of interest, is Pinckneyville tangling with Chester at Anna Jonesboro. All season long, Pinckneyville has been the only team in our area of the state ranked ahead of the Edwards County Lady Lions. The Lady Lions come into tonight's match rated by MaxPreps.com, a website that is dedicated to high school sports all over the United States, and they have a very sophisticated formula for ranking teams in not just volleyball, but baseball, basketball, football, and so on. And throughout the season, they have ranked the Lady Lions anywhere from, well, they started out the season ranking them number 1, but as more games were played, the Lions dropped down to 10th place and then 11th place and then back to 10. And the last time I looked, Lady Lions were ranked number 10 in the state in Class 2A. And somewhere here, Troy, I've got a piece of paper telling about any of the other teams that we're going to be facing. I think I brought that in this tournament that Max Preps has rated. Maybe I left it at home. I must have. You don't have it there in your papers, do you?
I've just got the commercials, sir.
Just got the commercials, okay. Well, while we're waiting for more warm-ups to be taking place here, why don't you check some... No, that's not... Yeah, there it is. Here it is. Okay. Okay, Pana, a team that we beat one time and then lost. One of the 5 losses that we incurred was to Pana. Well, they're ranked number 9, according to Max Preps. Edwards County ranked number 10. The Newton Lady Eagles ranked number 18. Teutopolis, number 33. And Alldredge, number 50 in the state of Illinois in Class 2A. Carmi, not ranked among the top 50 in the state. Neither is Kansas, which could be our opponent Monday night if they can knock off the Alldredge team. Alldredge is not ranked in the top 50. And I know some people would say, well, you know, ranking, that's just somebody's opinion. But again, Max Preps uses a very sophisticated ranking system based on who you play, the strength of their schedule, who you defeated, and who they have lost to. And it's a very sophisticated system they use to give a point value to each team. And based on that, Edwards County has been ranked number 10 in the state going into these regional championships. Troy, check some more of our webcast boosters as we wait for this match to get underway here tonight.
They include Larry Schmittler Service, Oilfield Engine Repairing, Grayville. Larry and Linda Schmittler, they are the grandparents of volleyball player Malia Schmittler and football and basketball player Martin Schmittler. Mitchell Insurance and Real Estate Agency at 18 West Main in Albion. One stop for all of your insurance and real estate needs with a caring, friendly, and knowledgeable staff to help you. Dwayne and Leanne Lear of Lear Electric in Albion for electrical service that you can depend on. Call Dwayne Lear at 446-3166. Kenny and Terry Clodfelter, Darcy Clodfelter's parents. Jeff Gillard of Gillard True Value Hardware Stores in Albion, Grayville, and Carmi. Jeff's daughter Meredith is on the junior varsity team. Preston and Cassie Nelson, those are Kaylin's parents. Don and Marilyn Brewster, Kate Brewster's grandparents. Edwards County Treasurer Debbie Smith. Marilyn Turner, the former Albion grade school principal. David and Lisa Mathis. Edwards County Superintendent of Schools David Calger and his family. That's David, Tiffany, Dallin, Camden, and Addison. Dr. Lawrence Spear and his wife Holly and their son Sam. Spear Chiropractic Clinic on the west side of the Courthouse Square in Albion. Mary Hatfield and family. The watering can at 107 West Main Street. Stop in and see the flowers and gift items that Nathan has available. Call 445-3924. And Doug Raber, your State Farm Insurance agent in Albin.
Just some of our webcast boosters, and Troy will be mentioning more of their names as the evening goes on. By the way, those of you who are webcast boosters, you will not receive a bill from me until the season is over. And if you've been giving us money along the way, I know some people have come up to us at the game and hand me a $20 bill or write a check or so on. Well, I keep that in consideration, and that will be deducted from the total bill. So you will receive a bill telling you exactly how much you owe for the season. But we won't do that until the end of this volleyball season. And then probably we'll be getting ready for the start of the basketball season. And Troy and I are going to try to work in some girls' basketball games this season, as well as the boys' basketball. And so we'll be contacting folks to continue to be webcast boosters for the basketball seasons at Edwards County coming up. Looking at statistics for the Edwards County Lions, as you might expect, our leading attacker with kill shots at the net is Jacquie Alldredge, the senior co-captain, with 274. Malia Schmittler has 166 for second place. Then Maddie Hout has 125 kills. Then Olivia Hallam has 107, and Mikala has 106. In block shots, leading the team by a big margin is, as you might expect, Malia Schmittler with 114 blocks. Second is Mikala with 53 blocks. Back there digging out, I was kind of surprised by this. I figured that Karis Hortin would be leading the team with digs, but no, Maddie Hout is in first place with 392 digs. Then Karis Hortin with 371, and Jacquie Alldredge has 339. Serving, who's leading the team in aces? Again, it's Maddie Hout with 33. Karis Hortin is second on the team with 27 aces. Then there's a tie for third place between Jacquie Alldredge and Shayla with 25 aces apiece, and Kate Broster not very far behind those two with 24. So those are some updated stats for the Edwards County Lady Lions as they get ready to tangle with the Carmi White County Bulldogs, Lady Bulldogs, for this regional championship. Now, let me see if I can find the papers here so I can tell you. As I indicated earlier, Edwards County, should they win here tonight, and they should, they would play Monday night at Robinson against the winner of the Kansas Altamont Regional Championship that's being played tonight at Kansas. Also in that Robinson sectional will be the winner of the Pana Teutopolis and Newton Fairfield teams will be moving into the bracket for the sectional at Robinson. So it could be either Pana or Teutopolis. It could be either Newton or Fairfield. Troy, you want to make any guesses as to who's going to win those matches?
Dave, I'll tell you what, both of those matchups should be better if you don't go just by where they're ranked as far as where they're seated in that tournament. We know that Newton's a very good volleyball team. We've faced them 3 times this year, if I remember correctly.
Right.
And Fairfield has not been as good this year, Dave, as in years past. But Chet knows how to get that team ready to play. I think Newton will win it, but I think Fairfield will make it a contest. That could be a 3-setter. And Dave, as you said, we faced Peyton up at the Pana at the Casey Invitational, lost the first match to them, won the second one, but Teutopolis also played very well at that tournament, Dave, so I think that one could also go 3 sets, but I believe Pana can win it.
So we think it's going to be Pana, Newton, Edwards County, and perhaps Kansas playing next week at the Robinson sectional tournament. Monday night at 5:30, it'll be the winner of the Shelbyville Regional and the winner of the Fairfield Regional tangling. And then at 6:30 Monday night hopefully our Edwards County Lions will tangle with either Kansas or Altamont. Now, the sectional championship game will be played next Wednesday night on November 1st, again at Robinson at 6 o'clock. Now, if Edwards County wins the sectional next week at Robinson, where do we go from there? Well, let me find the right paper. Here we go. Then we would go to the super sectional, and that would be played at Vandalia on a week from tomorrow night, November 3rd at Vandalia at 6 o'clock. We would meet the winner of the Nashville sectional. Now, if we win that game on Friday, November 3rd, then that would take us into the state finals up at Normal, Illinois, to be contested on Friday and Saturday, November 10th and 11th at Redbird Arena in Normal, Illinois. So here's the tournament trail again. We're here tonight for the regional championship. If we win this, then we play Monday night at 6:30, and if we win that, then we play Wednesday night at 6 o'clock. If we win then we will play on Friday, November 3rd at 6 o'clock at Vandalia, and if we win there, that super sectional, then we're going to Normal for the state finals. That's the road to take for the Lady Lions, and it just depends on how well they play and who they run into along the tournament trail. Well, it looks like we're going to get the playing of the national anthem here, and also we'll have the introduction of the starting lineup here. A few more Carmi fans have showed up across the way than what we had earlier, but by far the larger crowd is on this side for Edwards County. Now we're going to have the national anthem. Okay, with the national anthem played, now our officials, Tom Wood and Randy Bikey from Wabash County again, and Troy's going to give you the starting lineups for tonight's match.
And they are starting out with Carmi.
Number 3, Abby Vaughn.
Okay, number 3 is Abby Vaughn.
Number 10, Shayla Perkins.
Number 10, Shayla Perkins. She's a senior.
Number 5, Sydney Lucas.
Number 5 is a sophomore, Sydney Lucas.
Number 16, Autumn Schneider.
Number 16, a senior, Autumn Schneider.
Number 23, Julia Smith.
Number 23, a junior, Julia Smith.
Number 4, Grace Dial.
Number 4, sophomore, Grace Dial.
And the libero tonight, number 14, Macy Edwards.
And number 14, a junior, Macy Edwards.
Coached by Penny Gunter, assisted by Brian Dowd.
Penny Gunter is the head coach of the Carmi Lady Bulldogs. And now your Edwards County Lady Lions.
First up, number 5, Mikala Troyer.
There's number 5, Mikala Troyer.
Number 11, Olivia Hallam.
Number 11, Olivia Hallam.
Number 10, Shayla Potts.
Number 10, that's Shayla Potts.
Number 7, Jacquie Alldredge.
Number 7, the senior, Jacquie Alldredge.
Number 12, Malia Schmittler.
Number 12 is Malia Schmittler.
Number 9, Kate Broster.
Number 9, another senior, Kate Broster.
Number 1, Maddie Hout.
Number 1 is Maddie Hout.
Number 15, Audrey Rotramel.
Number 15, Audrey Rotramel.
Number 3, Darcy Clodfelter.
Number 3 is Darcy Clodfelter.
And the libero, number 17, Karis Hortin.
And your other senior, number 17, Karis Hortin.
And they're coached by Nixie Hnetkovsky.
Head coach is Nixie Hnetkovsky, assistant coach Erica Bishop, and Whitney Buckles, and Kristen Phillips.
Good luck.
And now, getting ready to do your play-by-play, a man who, when he started, the Cardinals were facing the Red Sox in the World Series, and the St. Louis Blues had their expansion season, 1967, doing this for 50 years, Mr. David Rigg.
Thank you, Troy, and good evening, everybody. Well, here we go. Another evening of exciting Lady Lions volleyball action. Let's hope it is a winning effort here tonight for the Lady Lions so they can move on to the sectional tournament next Monday night at Robinson. And if they do, Troy and I, Lord willing, will be there to bring you all the action here on my15news.com. By the way, Fairfield Mules will be playing in the state playoffs Saturday afternoon, and you can watch that game here on my15news.com. If you've paid your subscription, and obviously you have because you wouldn't be able to watch this tonight if you hadn't, well, you can watch that Fairfield game Saturday afternoon at no extra charge. All right, Carmi's going to get the first serve. Back to serve is Bree Swanberg. She's a junior. Lions setting up their defense. Karis Hortin, the libero, steps on, and Malia Schmittler steps off the court. That's the usual way the Lions start out. There's the whistle. And Swanberg steps forward, swats the ball down the middle. Hortin digs it out of the back row. Brewster sets it up to the left side. Jacquie shoots it, and Carmi digs it out. Now they bump it back to Edwards County. That's Troyer. Brewster sets it up. Hallam shoots it and scores. Olivia Hallam, the junior, shooting from the right side of the front row, gets a cross-court shot in for the kill, and the Lions go up 1-0. Karis Hortin will go back to take the serve now for Edwards County. Notice she's wearing the red libero jersey. There's her jump serve. There's a dig out of the middle there by Edwards, and they knock it into the net. That'll be an attack error for Carmi by Shayla and Perkins, and the Lions are up now 2-0. Front rowers now for Edwards County. We've got Hallam, we've got Alldredge, and we've got Schmittler. Three of the good hitters for the Lions up there. There's the serve, right to the middle. Dig out there by Edwards. Set up to the left side. Tip back over. Dug out by Brewster. Set up by Hout. And Jacquie just tips it over. And Carmi does recover to get it back to us. From the back row, Hout digs. Brewster sets. Hallam shoots and scores again. Olivia Hallam knocks it down again from the right side for her second kill of the night. And for Olivia, let's see, on the season, that would give her 109 kills. Here's the serve by Hortin. There's their dig. They set it at the net, and they can't get it over. At the net, Autumn Schneider went up to try to tip it over, but it was in the chair for where Tom Wood was standing. 4-0 Edwards County here in set one. Here's Horton's serve, line drive serve, dug out. Carmi does manage to get it out. Schneider shoots it to the back row and knocks it over the end line. That's an attack error. Another point for Edwards County, and the Lions are up 5-0 here in set one. And Carmi wants timeout.
We have Russell and Suzanne Roosevelt, Gayla Hallam, Olivia Hallam's mom, Gospel Chapel, a non-denominational church in Bone Gap. Services begin every Sunday morning at 10. Chad and J.J. Alldredge. They are the parents of Jacquie Alldredge and the owners of Kojak's Taxidermy. Keith, Kayla, Taylor, and Drew Roosevelt, the proud family of Avery Roosevelt. And Chris, Lori, and Ty Schmittler, that's Malia Schmittler's family.
You'll notice we have line judges for this regional tournament. That is required by the IHSA, which really takes a big burden off of Randy and Tom in trying to officiate the game at the net. Here's Horton's jump serve now to the back row middle, dug out there by Edwards. Set up over to Schneider. A shot across court is dug out by Alldredge, popped up by Hout, and backhanded over by Hortin from the back row on the third hit. Carmi, a shot and a whistle we've got in the net against Edwards County, and that'll be the first point for the Carmi White County Lady Bulldogs. Back to serve is Abby Vaughn. She is a senior. 5-1, Edwards County, set one. Vaughn's serve is good. That's Hortin digging. That's Broster setting, and that's, look at that one. Look at that one. Malia Schmittler hammers it down for the kill from the left side of the front row, and it's 6-1 Edwards County. Now here's Shayla Potts, the junior server specialist for the Lions, as Olivia Hallam goes to the bench. This is a normal routine Coach Hnetkovsky uses. Potts' serve is good, dig by Edwards. They set it up to the right side. A shot blocked at the net by Schmittler, but right back to us, blocked out of bounds. That'll be a point for Edwards County. Lions up now 7-1 here in set one. Potts again will take the serve. Shayla from the right side of the end line sends it down the far sideline. Dug out. Set up to Smith. And a shot partially blocked. Dug out there by Potts. Broster sets it up. Jacquie shoots. And dug right back out, but it's out. And that'll be a kill for Jacquie Alldredge. And for Jacquie, that'll be her 275th kill of the season. 8-1 Edwards County. Potts with the serve. Dug from the back row there by Vaughn. Set up and a tip over by Schneider. Hout digs it out. Potts sets it up. Hammer by Schmittler goes into the net, and that'll be 4 hits against Edwards County. Malia just a little bit off on the timing for that shot. Hit it into the net. So it's 8-2 Edwards County. Here comes the serve from Shayla Perkins for Carmi. Hout digs it out of the back row. Potts sets it up. Jacquie shoots across court, but miscalculates a little bit and knocks it out of bounds. So that's an attack error by Edwards County. And it's the Lions 8, the Bulldogs 3 here in set one. Again, the serve from Perkins. And the line drive is dug out by Hout. Potts sets it up. Whopped over by Broster on the third hit. Edwards digs it out. And now we're going to get a lift called against Carmi on that set attempt. The ball was actually lifted rather than struck. And it's 9-3 Edwards County. Jacquie Alldredge with the serve. Good serve, dig by Smith, Julia Smith, set up here. Schneider shoots it, blocked, dug out by Broster. Potts sets it up. Now Broster pops it over on the third hit. Edwards digs it out and pops it into the net. That was Grace Dial who knocked it into the net for Carmi. And it's Edwards County 10, Carmi White County 3. Jacquie Alldredge, one of the senior co-captains, serves a good one down the middle. Smith digs that out. Set up there by Dial. Whopped over the net there by Perkins. Edwards County digs it out. Broster pops it over and gets it in. Kate Broster with a well-placed push shot down the far sideline, and the line judge says it's in. So it's 11-3 Edwards County here in set one. Substitute in for Carmi. This is Emily Brown checking in now for Grace Dial, as Jacquie Alldredge will again take the serve. There it goes. Smith digs it out of the middle of the court. Set up there by Brown. Shot over by Carmi, and that'll be a good kill there for Autumn Schneider, the senior, for the Lady Bulldogs, and that makes it now Edwards County 11, Carmi White County 4. And their libero, Macy Edwards, a junior, will take the serve. And she sends it to the back row. Alldredge digs it out. Potts sets it. Tip over there by Schmittler, and that's a well-placed tip. Sometimes you can get a point by smashing it. Sometimes you can get a point just by tipping it. That's what happened that time. And it's 12-4 Edwards County. Malia Schmittler will take the serve again. Malia steps forward with a jump serve. Sends it to the middle. There's the dig. Move towards the net. Popped over there by Swanberg. Hout digs it out. Potts sets it. And a shot now by Maddie Hout is good for the kill. And Maddie Hout gets the kill. And for Maddie, that will be her 126th kill of the season. Malia Schmittler, the junior middle blocker for the Lions, leads the team in blocks at the middle of the net. Serves it to the back row, dug towards the net there by Lucas, and it goes out of bounds. That'll be a point for Edwards County. 14-4 here in set one. Lions on the front row now have Troyer, Hout, and Broster. There's the serve to the back row, dug out there by Vaughn. Set up by Brown and whopped over the net there by Swanberg for a point. Nice kill shot there by Bree Swanberg, a junior. So it's 14-5 now, and Julia Smith a junior, will take the serve for the Lady Bulldogs. There it goes down the middle. Alldredge digs it out. Potts sets it. A shot by Maddie Hout. Or check that. That was Troyer who shot that. Now back to us. Ooh, that goes off of Shayla Potts' hand out of bounds. That'll be another point for the Lady Bulldogs. 14-6 now. And Smith will take the serve again. Smith gets the whistle from the left side of the end line. She sends it to the back row. Hortin digs it out. Potts sets it up. Shot by Maddie Hout is good for the kill. Maddie's shot hit the top of the net, but had enough steam to make it over and go to the floor for the point. 15-6 Edwards County, set one. Kate Broster, one of the senior co-captains, from the middle of the end line, serves a line drive down the middle, dug out there by Schneider. Shot now by Bree Swanberg is good for a kill. So it's 15-7. Back into the lineup now is Shaylin Perkins for Carmi. And Sydney Perkins goes to the bench as Emily Brown goes back to serve. Brown serve. Back row dig by Hortin. Broster sets it up. Hout shoots, but knocks it out of bounds. And that attack error will give Carmi another point, and it's 15-8. Brown with the serve now. Sends it to the back row. Hortin digs it out. Broster sets it up. Hallam shoots, but that's dug out there nicely for Carmi. Popped over the net by Vaughn. Lions dig it into the net. That'll be another point for the Lady Bulldogs. And Coach Hnetkovsky's up, just a little bit worried about the way things are going here. 15-9. Lions by 6 now in set one. Here's Brown's serve. Alldredge digs. Broster pops it up and tipped into the net by Hallam. Well, Troy, this is one of these what I call dead zones that sometimes the Lions run into. It's now 15-10, and Coach Hnetkovsky recognizes it as a dead zone and calls timeout.
We've got Mike and Melanie Troyer, the parents of Mikala Troyer. See Troyer Heating and Air Conditioning for your heating and air conditioning needs, your local Coleman dealer. Greg and Nancy Nelson, Kaylin Nelson's grandparents. Tom and Rita Hortin, Karis Hortin's grandparents. Brian, Jamie, Kyle, and Blake Mavis. Tom and Kay Moore, the grandparents of Avery Roosevelt, Ed and Mary Bailey, and Kenny and Tasha Bell, the parents of Reagan Bell.
All right, back to play we go. Carmi holding the serve, Emily Brown to serve it. The Lions had to build up a pretty good lead there, but now it's down to 5 points, 15-10. Serve by Brown is good. Alldredge digs. Broster sets. Hallam shoots. That's dug out by Carmi, but they can't get a second hit on it. So that'll be another kill for Olivia Hallam, who's picking up some kill points here tonight in this match. Here's the serve by, Maddie Hout knocks it into the net on a service error. That's something, Troy, we can't afford to do in regional and sectional tournament time.
No, you cannot.
16-11. Carmi will have the serve. Bree Swanberg to serve it. And there's the dig by Hortin. Broster sets it up. And a shot there by Alldredge is dug back to us. And now it's popped over there by Hortin on the third hit. Now nice tip down by Mikala Troyer. Mikala Troyer, who is second on the team in blocks at the net, gets another one there. And it's 17-11, Edwards County in set one. Karis Hortin will take the serve now for the Lions. And she sends it to the middle of the court. There's the dig by Vaughn. Set up there by Brown and popped over to Edwards County side. Hout and popped over on the third hit by Hallam. Now the Bulldogs move the ball around. There's a shot blocked at the net, but the ball goes to the floor on our side. That'll be a point for Carmi. And it's 17-12. Abby Vaughn will take the serve. There it goes. Hortin digs. Broster sets, and from the back row, Hout hits it over to their back row. Carmi sets it up. Shot by Smith is way over the end line. Julia Smith got a lot of steam behind it, but too much elevation. Almost hit it in the dressing room door over there. 18-12 the score, and now Shayla Potts checks in now to take the serve for Edwards County. On the front row, we're going to have Schmittler, Alldredge, and Broster with Hortin, Hout, and Potts on the back row. There's the serve by Potts. It's a good one. Dug out there by Edwards. Now pushed over by Schneider. and Broster pops it back over to him. There's Hout with the dig. Potts sets it up, and Malia shoots, but nice dig out by Edwards for Carmi. Smith shoots and gets a kill. Julia Smith shooting from the left side of the front row gets one down for Carmi, and it's now 18-13 Edwards County here in set one. Remember, 25 is the winning score. Got to win by at least 2. And here comes the serve from Perkins. Dig there by Schmittler. That's Potts, and just backhanded over by Broster. Not much she could do with that one. Carmi sets it up. There's a shot, and that's another kill for Autumn Schneider, as Karis Hortin couldn't get a hand underneath it. 18-14. Our lead is down to 4 points. Carmi with the serve. Here's Perkins. And there's the dig by Hout. Potts sets it up. Tip over by Jacquie, and that caught him offhand. They were expecting Jacquie to slam it, but she tipped it and gets the point. 19-14. And Jacquie will go back to take the serve. Jacquie looks over the defense. Now steps forward, serves the ball. Backhanded dig there by Smith, and she pops it into the net. And the score now will be Edwards County 19 and Carmi White County 14. Watch the spin of the ball, folks, as it goes. If you think that ball goes straight every time, you ought to stand at the end and watch how that ball can curve right or left, can dip or even rise or go like a knuckleball sometimes. There's the dig for Carmi. Set up. Shot to the back row. Hortin digs it out. Potts pushes it back over on the second hit. That's dug out by Lucas. Now from the middle. Oh, nice block down by Malia Schmittler. Autumn Schneider hammered it from the middle of the front row, but Malia Schmittler was there to block it down for the point, and we're at 21-14, Edwards County in set one. Jacquie Alldredge with the serve, good serve. Smith digs it out for Carmi, set up there by Dial, tip over, blocked back over by Hout, and another tip down by Malia Schmittler. Malia Schmittler with a tip down at the net gets the point. And the score now is Edwards County 22, Carmi White County 14 here in set one. Jacquie's serve is a good one. Smith digs it out, set up there by Dial. Whopped over by Schneider over the end line. Another attack error.
No, it was touched.
Oh, we touched it. Okay.
We did.
Well, it did go over the end line, but apparently Edwards County put a hand on it. So the point goes to Carmi. It's 22-15 now. And their libero, Macy Edwards, will serve it. And that's Jacquie with the dig. Potts sets it up. Shot by Maddie Hout is a kill. It was dug out of the back row there by their libero Edwards, but the ball had so much steam behind it. Off the dig, the ball went sailing into the crowd, and it's 23-15 Edwards County. Malia Schmittler, the junior. Oh, look at that ball dip. Did you see that, Troy, how that ball dipped? That ball dipped, and it's no wonder that Edwards had a difficult time digging that ball out. That ball sunk like a pitcher's sinker in baseball.
Right.
24-15, we're at set point. Here's the serve. There's the dig there by Schneider, set up, and a tip back to Edwards County. That's Potts setting it up, and a hammer by Maddie Hout goes into the net. That's 4 hits against Edwards County, and Carmi will get the point. 24-16, still at set point, and Julia Smith will serve for the Lady Bulldogs. Julia sends it to the back row. Hortin digs. Potts sets it up. Tip by Troyer. Right back to us. Now Broster, but that's blocked back to us. Set up. There's a shot by Maddie Hout. They dig that out. Carmi playing good defense now. Pop back over there by Vaughn. That's Potts. Now Broster. Now Hout with a shot. Dug out again by Carmi's Lucas. Now they backhanded back to us there. That was Vaughn with the dig out. There's Potts. And Hout shoots. And, oh, what a recovery by Carmi. Edwards County's got it. Broster shoots. That's dug out at the net. Tipped down by Mikala Troyer. Well, Carmi gave it a valiant effort, but Edwards County finally prevailed on the tip down for the point by Mikala Troyer. Edwards County wins set one, 25-16. Troy?
Former Edwards County Lady Lions volleyball player Kaylee James, Victor and Fairlyn Oxby, the parents of former Edwards County Lady Lions head volleyball coach and one of the greatest coaches of all time, Linda Oxby. Citizens National Bank in Albion, the Merbarger family, Lonnie, Valerie, Sadie, and Hallie. Kelly Brewster, the proud mother of number 9 Kate Brewster. Chad, Marilee, Lindsay, and Seth McKenzie. Kent and Sue Nail of Nail's Funeral Home in Albion and Fairfield. Emma Campbell Smith. Billy and Tanya Potts, the parents of Shayla Potts. Eddie and Joyce Miller. Burton and Donna Hawking. Dr. Chris Ballard and his wife Jerry. Myrna Mason. And United Mutual Insurance Company at 14 North 4th Street in Albion. When you need insurance, call Rick Etheridge.
Okay, just a few of the webcast boosters, and Troy will have more of them for you as the evening goes on. So set 1 goes to Edwards County, 25-16. Lions jumped out to a big lead and then hit what I call a dead zone there for a while, allowing Carmi to kind of cut the deficit down to about, 4 points at one time?
Yeah.
And then the Lions kind of caught fire again and cruised into a 25-16 win here in set 1. Now we're going to play set 2. If the Lions win this set, then they got another regional championship to their credit, and they'll move on to the sectional tournament at Robinson next week. They are scheduled to play Monday night. Should they win here, they got to win here first, of course. But if they win here tonight, then they play Monday night at 6 o'clock, isn't it? 6 o'clock here. Let's see. That's not the right thing. Well, anyway, we'll talk about that later. And let's just get this one out of the way first, right? Let's not be counting chickens before they hatch.
There's one of your favorite old sayings.
Yep. Well, the Edwards County Lady Lions are back out on the floor. The usual starters out there. Karis Hortin, our libero, has to wait until we get ready to go, and then she'll step on the court. And Malia Schmittler will go to the bench for a little while. Carmi taking all the time they possibly can around their head coach, Penny Barton Gunter. And got to give Carmi White County some credit, Troy. They played some good defense here tonight in this first set.
Dave, they always put up a challenge with Edwards County, even more so on their floor than ours. But I thought this game would be a little bit closer than what it was. As you said, they had their dead zone. But when Edwards County gets motivated, focused, they're pretty tough to beat.
All right, we're getting ready to start set number 2. And both the liberos, both teams using liberos. Edwards County uses a red libero jersey. Carmi White County a white libero jersey. And Edwards County will take the first serve. It's Maddie Hout, the junior, who will take the serve. Maddie gets the whistle, steps forward, sends it to the middle of the back row, dug out by Edwards. They move it to the left side. Schneider shoots it back row. That's Hortin with a dig. Brewster sets it up, tipped over by Jacquie, but Carmi reacts well, and they shoot it in. Nice shot there for a kill by Autumn Schneider, and Carmi takes the first point of set number 2. Going back to serve, it'll be Abby Vaughn. Lions setting up their defense. 2 right at the net, 2 midway back, and 2 on the back row. Here's the serve. Hortin digs out of the back row. Brewster sets it up. Troyer shoots and gets the kill. Mikala Troyer, another one of the juniors on the squad for Edwards County. And now Malia Schmittler checks in as Karis Hortin goes back to serve. So now we've got Schmittler, Alldredge, and Hallam on the front row. Good serve by Karis. There's the dig for Carmi. And a tip over by Schneider. That's Hout. Now Brewster. Hallam shoots and gets the kill. Boy, Olivia Hallam is really picking up the kills here tonight, Troy. I guess perhaps Coach Hnetkovsky has kind of set it up that way. All right, here's Hortin with the serve, and that one goes over the net, hit the top of the net, and then made it over. That's okay. But boy, I tell you, when it happens, it's tough to defend it because you don't know where that ball's going to go after it tips the net like that. 3-1 Edwards County here in set 2. Hortin's jump serve. Dig out of the back row there by Vaughn. Set up. Smith shoots, and the ball is blocked, but the ball comes down on our side. So Julia Smith will get that kill. And it's Edwards County 3, Carmi White County 2. And back to take the serve will be Shayla Perkins. Perkins to the back row. Hortin digs. Brewster sets. Jacquie shoots. Blocked down, but Brewster digs it out. Hallam, and a shot by Malia. And Carmi digs that out. And they backhand it back to us. There's Hortin. Now Brewster, and a tip over by Jacquie. Right back, and a tip back to the back row from Malia. Now Carmi moves it around. And a shot goes into the net, but Carmi digs it out and keeps it alive. Julia Smith tipped down at the net by Malia Schmittler. Malia Schmittler with another block down for the point. 4-2 Edwards County here in set 2. And here comes Shayla Potts in to check and take the serve. Olivia Hallam to the bench. Shayla, the junior, dribbling the volleyball, now steps forward, swats the ball to the middle of the court. That's Smith with the dig. Set up there by Dial, and the ball knocked down for Edwards County by Malia Schmittler. Lions 5, Carmi White County 2. Potts again with the serve. Short serve this time. Smith digs it out at the net. Tipped down again by Malia Schmittler. Malia, quite a force at the middle of that net. And it's 6-2 Lions. Potts again with the serve. And we got a movement on the Lions. The Lions were moving at the time of the set, or the serve, and you can't do that, so that's a point for Carmi White County. Edwards County 6, Carmi White County 3. This is Macy Edwards to take the serve now. And their libero sends the ball to the middle of the court. Dig there by Hortin, popped up there by Potts. And Kate Brewster, the senior co-captain, just sends it over to the Carmi side. Smith blocked down by Schmittler, but Carmi digs it out. And another tip at the net, and this time the ball falls on our side as the Lions could not get it back over the net. So it's Edwards County 6, Carmi White County 4. Edwards with the serve. Dig by Hortin. Potts sets it up. Malia, ooh, look at that one. Look at that one, would you? Malia Schmittler hammered it down the middle of the court for the kill. 7-4 Lions. Jacquie Alldredge will take the serve again. And there it goes. Dig from the back row. The ball goes out of bounds. That'll be an ace for Jacquie. 8-4 Edwards County. Jacquie sends another one down the middle. Dug from the back row there. Set up and whopped out of bounds. Knocked out of bounds there by Bree Swanberg. And we're going to get a timeout called. It's Edwards County 9, Carmi White County 4. Troy.
Janice Shaw of Janice's Beauty Shop in Albion, offering the complete line of beauty shop services for women, and she also cuts hair for men. Call Janice for an appointment at 445-2436. Jim and Nyla McKenzie, Coach Hnetkovsky's parents. Brewster Enterprises Incorporated, David and Amy Brewster, the parents of Kate Brewster. George and Shirley Tribe. Doug Raber, he's your State Farm insurance agent in Albion. The Watering Can at 107 West Main Street. Stop in and see the flowers and gift items that Nathan has available. Call him at 445-3924. Mary Hatfield and family. And Dr. Lawrence Spear and his wife Holly and their son Sam. Spear Chiropractic Clinic on the west side of the Courthouse Square in Albion.
Okay, back to play. Jacquie Alldredge holding the serve for Edwards County. We're up 9-4 in set 2. Lions winning the first set, 25-16. Randy Bikey, one of the floor official, well, the only floor official for Edwards for the match here, checking with the Carmi coach. Tom Wood is the chair official for this. Good serve by Jacquie. Dig from the back row by the Bulldogs. Set up. Julia Smith shoots. Blocked there by Schmittler. Schmittler shoots that one into the net. And that'll make it 9-4 now, or 9-5, I should say. 9-5, Edwards County. And Julia Smith will take the serve for the Lady Bulldogs. She's a junior, so she'll be back next year for Carmi. Good serve to the back row. Alldredge digs, set up by Potts, and all Schmittler can do is just pop it over to their side. Now here's a shot blocked down by Schmittler, but right back to us. That's Alldredge digging. Set up there by Broster and hopped over there by Hout. And a tip down at the net.
Yeah.
They're going to call us for being over the net.
Right.
It's kind of a fine line, Troy, as to what's being over the net and what's acceptable in blocking down at the net. And that time, Malia crossed the line. So it's 9-6. There's the serve, and that's going to be an ace for Carmi off a dig by Hortin. The ball went sideways. And again, that happens, folks, when that ball moves before it gets to the person who's trying to dig it out. Here's Smith with the serve again, and that time it bounces out. So the IHSA says we should have line judges during the regular season, but nobody ever does. But they require them, line judges, when you get into the tournaments. There's the serve by Schmittler. There's the dig. Popped up. Carmine then backs it back over there by Dial. Alldredge saves it. Potts. Now Hout shoots the ball. Smith digs that out for the Bulldogs. Here's a shot down the line there by Vaughn. Potts dug it out. Now Maddie Hout shoots it back to their back row. Carmi sets it up to the left. Shot blocked at the net there by Troyer. Still alive, and now it's knocked into the net by Brees Wanberg, and the Lions will get the point. Edwards County 11, Carmi White County 7, set 2. Malia Schmittler will take the serve for Edwards County. Malia steps forward with a jump serve. Back row dig by Edwards, their libero. Popped up. Here's Vaughn with a shot, blocked there by Troyer. Carmi keeps it alive. They backhanded back to us. That's Troyer. Now Schmittler, and tip over there by Maddie Hout to save it for Edwards County. Now here's a shot goes into the net by Brees Wanberg. Lions will get that point, 12-7 now. And a substitute will check in for the Bulldogs, number 24. That is Mariah Van Meter. She'll check in for Brees Wanberg. Schmittler again with a serve, 12-7 the score. Good serve by Malia. That's Smith with the dig. Here's a shot by Schneider, or check that. That was by Abby Vaughn for the kill. And that makes it 12-8. And let's see who's going to take the serve. I can't see her number there. If you turn this way just a little bit, young lady. She's not going to do it. There's the serve. Dig there by Broster. Potts sets it up. Oh, and Maddie Hout shoots it into the net. So that's an attack error. Point to Carmi, and it's 12-9. Lions. Number 4 is Grace Dial, and she's the one serving now. Good line drive serve. Hortin digs it. Potts sets it up. Out shoots, and that's dug out by Edwards, their libero. Now they shoot it back to us. Potts saves it, and backhanded over there by Troyer for the Lions. Carmi sets it up. Here's a shot by Vaughn. Lions keep it alive. Hout shoots it to their back row. Smith digs that out. That's Dial. Tipped over the net there by Vaughn. Hout saves it, and tipped over by Troyer. It's on Carmi's side now. Back to us. That's Alldredge. That's Potts. And Maddie Hout shoots it right back to us on the dig. Potts sets it up again. Troyer shoots it and gets the kill. Mikala Troyer. Off a good setup by Shayla Potts. And it's now 13-9 Edwards County. And Kate Broster will take the serve as Olivia Hallam checks back into the lineup for Edwards County. Jump serve from Broster. Dig from the middle of the court, and can they save it? Yes, they do. Right back to us. That's Alldredge. That's Broster. Hallam shoots and scores. Boy, I tell you what, Olivia Hallam is putting on a good show here tonight for Edwards County. And they're going to need her next year, Troy. She's a junior. We're going to lose some of our good hitters off this team to graduation after this year. Broster's serve is dug out by Carmi. They push it back over. That's Hout saving it. Now it's on Carmi's side. At the middle of the net, blocked down, but blocked out of bounds by Troyer. So the point will go to Carmi. Edwards County 14, Carmi White County 10, here in set 2. Serve will come from Mariah Van Meter, a sophomore. And there it goes. There's the dig by Alldredge. Broster sets it up. Hout. No, check that. That was Troyer. Mikala Troyer gets that kill for Edwards County. Substitute in for Carmi. Brees Wanberg re-enters the lineup for Van Meter. And Maddie Hout will serve it. Lions 15, Bulldogs 10, set 2. Good serve by Maddie. Edwards digs it out. Set up. Oh, wait a minute. And we got a lift. It's either a lift or somebody in the net.
It was a lift on Carmi.
A lift on Carmi. 16-10 the score. Good serve by Maddie. There's their dig. And Schneider, nice tip down by Troyer, but Carmi keeps it alive. Swap back over by Vaughn, and that'll be a point as Karis Hortin got a hand on it before it went out of bounds. So Carmi gets the point. They trail by 5 here in set 2, 16-11. And serving will be number 3, Abby Vaughn. Vaughn steps forward, sends the ball to our back row. That's Hortin digging. Brewster sets it up. Jacquie Alldredge just kind of underhands it back over to him. Now there's what a shot from the middle of the line by Autumn Schneider for the point for Carmi, and it's 16-12 now. 4-point advantage for Edwards County here in set 2. Serving in by Vaughn. Hout digs. Brewster sets it up. Jacquie just tips the ball. Jackie's not shooting tonight like she usually does. Now there's a shot from the middle again by Autumn Schneider for the point. And Coach Hnetkovsky has seen enough. Timeout. Edwards County 16, Carmel White County 13.
Edwards County Superintendent of Schools David Cowger and his family, David, Tiffany, Dallin, Camden, and Addison. David and Lisa Mathis. Marilyn Turner, former Albion Grade School Principal. Edwards County Treasurer Debbie Smith. Don and Marilyn Brewster, Kate Brewster's grandparents. Preston and Cassie Nelson, that's Kaylin's parents. And Jeff Gillard of Gillard True Value Hardware Stores in Albion, Grayville, and Carmi. Jeff's daughter Meredith is on the junior varsity team.
All right, Coach Hnetkovsky didn't like the way things were going. I don't blame her. I didn't like it either.
No.
Our lead is down to 3 points now. We're in set 2. Abby Vaughn will take the serve, and there it goes. And there's a dig by Hortin. Brewster sets it up. There's one. Jacquie shot that one, no doubt about it. And she gets the kill, and it's now 17-13 Edwards County. Is that right, 17-13?
It is correct.
Okay. Karis Hortin will serve it. Good serve by Karis. Dig by the back row's Vaughn. Set up here. Schneider shoots it. Hortin digs it, or check that. It was Hallam dug it out. Jacquie shoots it. Blocked right back to us. And the block then by Autumn Schneider. And it's 17-14. And it'll be number 10, Shayla Perkins, serving for the Lady Bulldogs. Edwards County's lead, only 3 points now. There's the serve. Hortin digs. Brewster sets. Shot by Olivia Hallam is going to be for a kill. Now that time, Troy, we used a fake. Jacquie Alldredge went up as if she was going to shoot it. Instead, it was fed to Olivia, who shot it for the kill. All right, Shayla Potts is going to take the serve. It's 18-14 Edwards County here in set 2. Shayla's serve is good. Dig out of the back row by Vaughn. Set up. And a tip there at the net by Schmittler. But right back to us. And there's an attack error. They were calling for a tip, but I don't think they're going to get it.
They are not.
Nope. So that's an attack error there by Schneider. 19-14 Edwards County. Potts again will take the serve. And there it is. There's the dig back there by Vaughn. Set up, Schneider shot, and that's way over the end line. And again, Schneider wants a touch call, but she's not getting it. She's trying to lobby Tom Wood over there to give her some touch points, but not getting them. 20-14 Edwards County. Potts' serve is good. There's the dig. Carmi sets it up. Schneider blocked at the net. I'm not sure whether it was Jacquie or Malia that blocked that. Maybe both of them, but the ball blocked down for the point. And it's Edwards County 21, Carmi White County 14. Shayla Potts, the junior, serving specialist for the Lions. Down the middle it goes. Dig back there by Vaughn. Set up there by Dial. And a shot by Smith is dug out by Hortin. And a tip over by Jacquie, but Smith digs that out for the Bulldogs. Now here's Schneider with a long shot, and that's way over the end line. And that'll be another point for Edwards County. 22-14 now. Big crowd of Edwards County fans on line here tonight to watch the Lions in Mount Carmel's Hilltop Gym. There's the serve. It's set up by Carmi. Smith shoot. Block at the net by Malia, but Carmi digs it out. Smith pushes it back to us. There's Potts. Brewster sets it up. Malia shoots it and got a kill. Malia Schmittler knocks it in. And the Lions are up now 23-14. Barring a total collapse, the Lions are going to win this one and move on to the Robinson sectional next Monday night. Here's Potts with the serve. Dig by Edwards. Carmi sets it up with Dial, and Malia Schmittler blocks it down for the point off the shot by Autumn Schneider. And we're at set and match point, 24-14, and the Edwards County fans are on their feet. Here's Potts with the serve, and it's over the end line. Shayla knocks it out of bounds. Got just a little bit too excited there, Troy.
I think you're right.
24-15, and the serve will now come from Macy Edwards. She's the libero. Lions setting up their defense. Waiting for that whistle. There it is from Tom Wood. Serve, dig by Hortin. Broster, or check that Potts, and now Broster shoots it, blocked back to us. Hortin digs it out, and Jacquie just backhands it over to Carmi's side. Now they move the ball to the middle. Schneider tipped down by Malia, but Carmi gets it back to us. That's Potts. Now Broster tips it over, but they're ready for that. Now Smith shoots it, and that's going to go to the floor. A point for Carmi. Julia Smith gets it, so it's not over yet, folks. 24-16, still at set and match point, with Macy Edwards to take the serve. Edwards from the right side of the end line. Dig by Hortin. Potts sets it up. Jacquie shoots it, and that's it. That's it. Jacquie gets the winning kill, and the Edwards County Lions win both sets here tonight in Carmi, or in Mount Carmel over Carmi, White County, by scores of 25-16. Troy, check some webcast boosters, and then we'll wrap things up for the night.
Brian, Jamie, Kyle, and Blake Mavis. Tom and Kay Moore, the grandparents of Avery Roosevelt, Ed and Mary Bailey, former Edwards County Lady Lions volleyball player Kaylee James, and Victor and Farrell Oxby, the parents of former Edwards County Lady Lions volleyball coach and one of the greatest coaches of all time, Linda Oxby.
So the Mount Carmel Class 2A Regional Championship plaque goes to Edwards County, as you can see there on your screen. Karis Hortin and the rest of the girls receiving the Regional Championship plaque. That'll go in the trophy case at Edwards County High School to go along with all the other Regional Championship plaques that the Lady Lions have accumulated over the years. Troy, no doubt about it, the girls volleyball team has won more trophies for Edwards County High School than any other sport for several years now.
Well, if I'm not mistaken, David, I could be wrong on this, but I believe adding this one on, I think this is 17 regionals in a row, perhaps?
17. Wow. That's amazing. That's amazing. So what's next for the Edwards County Lady Lions? Well, they are scheduled to play Monday night at 6:30 against the winner of the regional championship game being played tonight at Kansas. Kansas is a co-op between Oakland and Kansas, and I forget the other name of the other school up in that area. But anyhow, it's Kansas, not Kansas, the state, but no. Kansas, Illinois.
Correct.
I didn't even know there was a Kansas, Illinois before this tournament. But anyway, they're playing against Alldredge tonight, and whoever wins that regional will then face Edwards County Monday night at 6:30. Prior to that, the winner of the Pena and Teutopolis match tonight will face the winner of the Newton and Fairfield match as the first game Monday night in that Robinson sectional. And if the Lady Lions, well, let me put it this way, when the Lady Lions win Monday night in the sectionals, they would play then on Wednesday night, November 1st at 6 o'clock for the sectional championship, and the right then to move on to the super sectional, which will be held on Friday, November 3rd at Vandalia. And if they win that, then we go to the state finals up at Normal Redbird Arena again. So, Troy, we're getting closer and closer to another trip to Normal, Illinois. for the state finals.
One game at a time.
Yeah, one game at a time. And if the Lady Lions can continue to play the kind of volleyball that I know they're capable of, then they have a very good chance of making it to the state finals again this year. But they can't allow themselves to experience many of these what I call dead zones, where for some reason or another it's just like the light switch goes off and things start going bad. Because this time of the year, you can't have those dead zones.
No, you certainly can't, Dave. And based on their record and ranking, you know that regardless of who wins that game, Kansas or Altamont, they're going to be a tough opponent. But as you just said, Dave, when they're focused, motivated, and playing as hard as they do, especially this time of year, I give the Edwards County Lady Lions a chance to do anything.
All right, so the next stop for the Edwards County Lady Lions will be Monday night, and that'll be at about 6:30 from Robinson, Illinois. The Lady Lions playing in the semifinals of the sectional tournament in Class 2A. We don't know yet who we're going to have as our opponent. It'll either be Kansas or Altamont. Either way, Lord willing, Troy and I will be there Monday night to bring you all the action here on my15news.com. Let me also tell you this, the Fairfield Mules and the Red Hill Salukis are both playing Saturday afternoon in the football playoffs. And since you're a subscriber, you can watch that Fairfield game or that Red Hill game free of charge. It's just part of the package that you sign up for when you pay for a pass to this my15news.com website. You can watch any team all over the United States that feeds their games into the NFHS network, state or nationwide. That's a great deal. Troy, any final comments before we close it down for the night?
Well, first, Dave, for the losing team, the Carmel Lady Bulldogs, they only lose 3 seniors off this squad, so they'll be bringing a lot of experience back next year, and I expect them to be just as competitive as they were this season. For Edwards County, they've got bigger fish to fry, a big game on Monday night. We'll see what Lady Lions team shows up. If it's the one that we just saw in this tournament, I give them a really great chance of coming out of that sectional a winner.
All right, final scores here tonight in the Hilltop Gym at Mount Carmel High School. The Lady Lions prevail over the Lady Bulldogs from Carmi White County High School in 2 sets, both times by scores of 25-16. Hope you've enjoyed our webcast tonight. Thanks to the students from Wabash Valley College who have run the camera and the controls for us here tonight. So that allowed Troy and I to just kind of sit back and do the game without any interruptions, and so we appreciate their help. And so hope you've enjoyed our webcast tonight, and hope if you can't make the trip up to Robinson Monday night that you'll be